And we're back, everyone, to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So now then, it turns out Sakura has been murdered, or it could be a suicide, but the games point towards murder, so it probably is murder. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. Return with Sakura Ognami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. Bars go in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. So, violent vomiting of blood. That would have to have been probably an internal injury or poisoning. Poisoning could. Anyway.
Hey.
I don't think just a blow to the head would cause violent vomiting of blood, so in this case, this might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The way into the rec room is the door we just came through. That door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till he broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is the classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing in a lot of mystery movies or books or whatever. Or in like that, what is it, Black Butler's Book of Murder. That was a fun one. Could it really happen in real life? Right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more what locked room murder entails? I'm going to give you a tutorial now on locked room murders, so you can learn these for future reference. Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
You break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. First up is when the locked room is created after the crime is committed. This simply means the killer commits his crime, then through some spatial method seals the room. This may involve some sort of trick involving locking the room. Basic approach include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations, which were, yeah. So for that, all we have to do is shut the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh.
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. Put a switch and fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
In this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school. The door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably count. I like that. There are no guns in this school. I gave a golden gun to Bianca just the other day.
it's true.
Third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden. When the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. It sounds like it could have been a possible maybe.
it's true.
The fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
Actually is an alternative escape route somewhere within the room. See this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Or it could be, a suicide, and Sakura kept the chair over there to block the door, and just sat here to accept her fate. That could also be a possibility, but I guess we're not going to think on that. Then, Kyoko, which of these 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. I think that should be our primary focus during this trial. Right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the true answer goes death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery, but I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can for Sakura, if nothing else. So now then, firstly, there's a thing here. Obvious evidence. It looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Yeah, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found a chance that Joe had tapped me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. That might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. And then she started coughing, vomiting up blood. Well, obvious, it's you who killed her then, isn't it? I found a bit bots in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire bots back to my room. Made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. So, vomiting blood, that wouldn't be an allergic reaction. Well, not a common allergic reaction, so I don't think it's that. You really like them that much?
Cause, I
But I
mean...
wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself, that's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth board section of your handbook. Sakura drew a last flash, thumped forward in the shell. There's always evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Mako file, she also had vomited blood. There are traces of blood on her lips for sure. What would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. So, poison. Probably. No, Makoto, that's not usually how getting hit on the head works. Not a chance. Byaka,
That's fine.
however, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Poison! You fools! Also, this seems interesting. Huh? The locker's open. And there on the inside, it's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing now? Quick, that's for fingerprints! That's for them! Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker. It left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a litter or something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? Doing all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Yeah, that won't work. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? Yeah, the locker was already open. God damn it, Makoto, stop being a dumbass.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hid in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Well, it's a clue. There's also some bottles missing. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles. Did you not notice that some were missing? They are different from your standard shipment bottle, huh? You know what the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh, yep, maybe I have.
In other words,
This is the Monokuma version of that. The Monokuma bottle, if you will. But that doesn't explain. There's shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura is sitting on. The glasses are red and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? This must have originally been a bottle. A shard on the floor have been added to the truth board section of your handbook. Oh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. Fits in the palm of my hand. Monokuma figure. Another truth board. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. So basically the Monokuma bars are sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure was found on the ground. Picture of the glass would probably start out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Technically, if you basically force the person to basically eat the glass, that would cause vomiting of blood from the glass tearing up the insides. But somehow I don't think that is the murder weapon this time, because that is a horrible way to go. Also, one of the bottles is missing, obviously. Same show for magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Both of those blood. There's a blood stain for the magazine. It's coming from this girl, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Maybe she didn't die immediately. Like, she could have got hit on the head over there, then walked back over here and sat down. Yeah. Okay, so where is this though? Apparently the game of Othello is not relevant. How about the time? The clock. It's around 1 o'clock now, according to the microphone. She died around 12 noon. It's roughly an hour ago. Is that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? And let's talk to people, get some accounts in here.
What the heck?
Figure out where else we need to investigate. We already knew who did it.
I won't forgive you.
It could have been suicide, Hina. It could have been suicide. Yaka, Toko, or Hero, it had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the cipher. You agree with me, Dr. Makoto? I don't know anything, because I'm Makoto. Let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Eventually she went off our own. When I saw her again. After that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The monochrome flowers said she died right around then. Telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. Okay. The prosecutor does not have regrets, I know. But the fact she asked those three to meet with her, she asked them to come to the rec room at noon. Same time and place she ended up dying. Well, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Oi, Yaka.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. And there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. The true that's going to ask you to meet her in the rec room. So you found out. Interesting. That's true. I did receive a note to that effect. Yes. What for would do what it said, and risk being killed by that monster. So you didn't go see her, because you're a coward? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I've seen Sakura today at all. Well, Ryaka says he didn't go see her. But is that the truth? Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it.
Come on!
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay. Anyway, how about you? What do you have to say?
However,
Much for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
She certainly didn't, I would say. She's the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was Sakura able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? Well, they must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly they would have needed if they expected to stand any chance against her. How's with this? Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It's like a protein drink, and it's empty. She must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. Got this protein can. Got a label on that says Chem A2. Well, it reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from the chem lab. However,
Just a second.
but that's strange. It's on top of the glass. What is
Hey.
it? See what's scattered around the can? Torch of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
Yes, but they're not just scattered, they're also underneath it. Which means this was basically planted at the scene of the crime, you know. After the fact. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink has been added to the drift board. Such enough that your handbook. Okay, well, can I... It's time I leave? No? Okay, fine, I'll continue the zone. This door is the only way in and out of the record. The door doesn't unlock and there's no evidence that the marriage has been tampered with. We know about changes to the doors and smashed window, which happened of course when I broke it to get inside. Turns out that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. Other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Or the door handle. No, it's still just the door. How about the shell? Obviously the shell did it. The shell was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the shell. Of course, there's no reason to think the shell had anything special done to it. Having some proof of the door and the shell, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the shell was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or shell being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer wants to create the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Well, that's no truth board.
Listen.
Mariko, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk to people now. I'm going to...
Listen to me.
Just what I have to say, you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's got a lot more pushy since we had our issue. We're like an old married couple now. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Let's go on to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. And last we can leave. I also want to go check the chem lab. Those 2 probably went back to the rooms. So we're naturally just forced to go here. Yeah. We can't just go where I want to go. Oh well. Herp herp herp. Herp herp herp. Toko! I pressed the door button. Ding dong. After a few seconds. Well, at least she isn't shaking this time.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Not at the moment.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood. Well, she was probably busy fantasizing about Bianca.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Yeah. I was annoyed to Toko sliver down into the hall. I like that.
What do you want?
You want to talk to me about something? I want to talk about the fact that this girl had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Becca already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me more about... I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go to see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Oh, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? I'm going back to my room. If that Toko correctly, we should into her room. Well, there you go. Now then, wait, can I go investigate a room? No, apparently not. Let's go talk to Hero. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
What, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your spatial abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one you wanted to meet with. Oka told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toku to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note
How about that?
she gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention that was like in passing. Yeah, and that is super suspicious. Then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? But you did, didn't you? You suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Oga was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at
Haven't seen
me.
her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. He was fingering around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he put his hands back out of his pockets. When he did, I saw something fly to the ground. Something had fallen out of his pocket. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, he snatched it back up again. I shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, it's just a bit of trash. I forgot to throw it out, dude. Trash?
What?
Yeah, right, I can't deny that Oka asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, he quickly slipped back into his room. Hard to say that was trash, but there's no way that was all there was to it. Pocket trash. It's the same candy wrapper. Well, maybe a different candy wrapper, but still it's a candy wrapper. Okay, so I've heard from Toku and Hiro. What next? Definitely have to look at that crime scene again, but on top of that, yeah, we must investigate the chem lab. Yeah. Do the chem lab. Also, here's the sad part. These rooms, we never have had to go back to them. Like the laundry room, it's just there. Never had to even go bother it. Oh god. All these floors go up. It's probably just easier if I teleport. There we go. Totally more easy. And my throat's starting to bother me again. Too much reading.
What?
Mikoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Well, can I address the obvious thing here? Apparently no. You know, that's pretty obvious, but apparently the game doesn't want me to look at it. Okay. Well, this isn't my first time seeing this shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Oh, now I can probably take a look at it. It's like these three shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. More important right now, what's that brown that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I should probably address that. Just be careful not to step in it. And this here seems a bit of an obvious clue. Large yellow powders scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. It's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Chem C4. Also looks like poison. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. This powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. That really is what happened. It must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added. Also, we should probably address things. On this shelf is... Well, okay, there's nothing but dangerous chemicals. The C section, which is poison and powerful chemicals. And of course, they're all labeled with the letter C. So, section C. And this section is bunch of chemicals. They have no idea what they are. They're regents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must be truly bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers are labeled with B, so this is section B. Don't see anything out there on the hill. I guess I don't think I would have to worry much about this shelf. Well then, let's look at section A. See what's on this shelf. Well, there's a chemical C9 there. All kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All containers are labeled with the letter A. Section A, but wait. There's one bar here that's labeled C9. Concerned a protein accident. I should try to find should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Let's say it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements. Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Secure must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Indeed, but what could it be? Oh, what could it be? We just checked out this goddamn area. Alright, the footprints. Right, the footprints. These are footprints. They're only in the front of the left shelf, which means A. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch up the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. Been in some stuff for a smirk. He handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work it before long. I drawn up a sketch of the room. A bit crappy of a sketch. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at this, interesting. It appears that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Mikoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Mikoto said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Fortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these footprints are a very valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. So the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Looks like someone left these footprints in the powder. Based on the position of the prints, whoever it was, I went to the left side of the shelf. According to Bianca, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Well, that's more clue. Now, time to go take another look at the rec room. Okay, the rec room, 2 floors down. Wait, not technically 1 floor down, so I could just walk. It's easy enough. Get our virtual exercise and stuff. Okay, rec room. Let's go all the way around.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So long as Byakuya both claimed they didn't go see her. It's hard to convene. Someone must be lying. What doubt someone's lying?
Anyway,
I have made some progress on my own. Sakura's by the shelf of magazines and the manga move bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Well, let's see. Sakura's body. There's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. I doubt it's the same as Chihiro, but Chihiro.
just a second.
Staying off in his face isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew.
There's no getting around it. Just touch it. Touch it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't record the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. The kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Without there, still sometimes. Can't believe how calm you are. Or how many times I see a dead body. I can't get used to it.
It's true.
Well, that's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
Imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
Well, that's a bit odd, but anyway. More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
correct.
See that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder, which is the same powder as in the chem lab.
Hey,
That's the winter hit. Look carefully.
it's true.
After even telling you that is incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
Powder that she tends to suffer a single blow, instead of receive 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting what you say. And there's one more interesting
Correct.
thing. Both her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Well, there you go. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could pull that off. Okay, so something about the magazine rack. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Don't throw it back that way an accident.
Hey,
Something catches your eye. It's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up then for the magazine and flipped through it. This is... On the page is now the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Here's the thing. If it was a dying message, it couldn't be... It wouldn't be Sakura because, well, her hands are, you know, spotless. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It's indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it. With the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it.
What the heck?
She's the killer, right? Yeah, no. That hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
So, she's the... God damn it, Hina, you don't understand how this works. That's conclusive evidence. We can use it to point her as the killer. No, that's not how this works. Haven't you played the game thus far? I can see why you would think that, but it just seems, yeah, too easy. It's not like Sakura's, which was, oh, it's Leon, up backwards. But apparently we couldn't figure that out from looking at. But anyway, the bottles. Well, duh, they're chess pieces. And there's 2 missing. One's the knight, and one would be the... would be the king or the queen?
hey,
So did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the powers. Pay careful attention, you're sure to find it. Pondrick. knight, bishop. It would be the queen, would it? Apparently we're stupid. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So,
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you. To a degree. Otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Well, duh, she's still pissy at us, but... The Monokuma bar has been updated.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bars that's bothering me. Let's do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? Can
anyway,
you give up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle to try to get the small pieces too? Huh, are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And the obnoxious Jack is not here, so...
So then,
Yeah, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm going, try to give up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. But isn't Bianca still in the chem lab? I really don't know what this is all about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took about the room and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bar pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything right? Let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
Got a scale from the chem lab, so we're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? Pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bars that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It made sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bars. It's
in
balanced,
other words,
which means each Monokuma bar weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma faired inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight. Despite their shapes and such, yeah, they'd still weigh about the same.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. For all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale, now what might we expect to see? Well, the full bar should be heavier, by normal assumption. Well, yeah, the usual balance out of the pieces I collect will be lighter. So I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed them here and there.
so then,
Well, let's give it a try. And it's heavier. Broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
We saw our first experiment and the correlation between each of the bars put all together.
hey,
And I believe you arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. There were two bottles used, which explains why there's a missing bottle up there. So what do you think? It's all on you. Out of that's the last clue. Yay, we did it. Which means I can rest my throat during the next class trial.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay
I actually need
awake.
more Mountain Dew or something, so yeah.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I?
Well, we've got all the evidence, so why
Okay,
not?
then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right?
Of course I do.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Huzzah.
See you soon.
Sorry, time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. No, I'm sure we got all the evidence, so... At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. But that's for next time. As for now, it's time to save. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.